It's been a while, and if you have been following Jingles and I on Instagram, you would know that we have bought a new home. You might think that we are a hypocrite because we created a video that put forth this argument that why property is not part of our investing journey. And here's our reason why we decided to buy a house in the beginning of this year. Say hi, Jingles. First, it was a necessity because Jingles and I were living with my parents. My dad moved out a couple years ago and my mom lives overseas. So actually we had the place to ourselves. However, it was a shop house and it was next to a fruit store. So we had issues with a lot of pests and a lot of insects, and this was not what Jingles was used to because he lived in a high-rise HDB. And more importantly, every night we have delivery of the fruit trucks that park just outside our window, and it used to wake us up, or rather wake Jingles up every night. So in terms of the quality of life, it wasn't that great for him. And the lorry will park just outside our room and it is really very loud. And for me, I didn't want to live with Jingles' parents because it's pretty far, and to avoid the unnecessary friction living with parents-in-law, we decided to look for a place. However, because we already have a place that we are living in, we were not in a rush. Therefore, we took our time. So the process of getting our house, we initially started our house hunt by browsing some listing online and visiting them. We wanted to ensure that we made the right choice, but at the same time, there's so many options in the market. So how do you know which is the best option and which options should we go for, or when to stop searching? Now we face this theory where it taps into this idea of explore, exploit conundrum, which is the secretary problem. And this theory is basically finding the optimal stopping point when it comes to finding a house. This is apparently some mathematical equation where you can maximize the best chance of getting the best home for yourself. And this could be applied to looking for a life partner, like how many people you should date before you settle down, your career, as well as hiring someone, and so on. Basically, it is to reject the first 37% and start accepting the best next house out of the 37% that you have seen. So our estimate is to spend probably about half a year to visit the houses, and out of half a year, there's about 26 weekends, and every weekend you probably look at 2 houses, so that's like 50 over houses. So 37% of 50 over houses is about 15 to 18 houses. So visiting 37 houses is quite a lot, and we actually did not visit so many of them. I think we probably only visited about 10. Eventually, after visiting different configurations and different type of houses and neighborhoods, we realized that 3-room HDB with 2 toilets is the minimum to fit our needs. Of course, some of the other factors that led to our decisions are proximity to the MRT station, the condition of the flat, as well as the price, as well as the value in terms of how much you're paying for it. So proximity to the MRT station. Right now, this house that we are staying in is just next to the MRT station, and I don't know whether you can hear the tracks, but you do hear the train tracks sometimes. And the next one was the condition of the flat. So we actually visited old flats at the Tiong Bahru area that has not been renovated before. It was so old that we probably would spend another 60 to 70,000 to do the renovations. And eventually, with the rising cost of the renovations during COVID period, we decided to choose a place that is already renovated, and we're ready to sort of move in anytime. Next is the price. The price is important to us because most of our CPF is actually in our SA, and we do not have much OA left. So we wanted a place that we can afford on just one person's income in order for us not to have too much cash outlay. In terms of value, we chose a house, a 3-room flat with an upgraded utility room. So we have 1 utility room behind. The estimated area of our house, the space area, is about 88 square meters, which is about very close to a standard HDB 4-room flat. Therefore, even though it's a 3-room flat, I have 3 rooms, 1 smaller room, as well as a small storage area and a large kitchen. So it's quite interesting because we were kind of shopping around. We have no pressure really to get a place within any time frame. So for this place, we offered about 10% below the asking price, and we refused to renegotiate too much, and The reason is because we wanted to stick to our budget, and somehow the seller actually agreed with what we offered. And the lucky thing is that we avoided paying all the COV for this unit. Just a quick information about what COV is. It means cash over valuation, which is the difference between the sale price of a resale flat and its actual valuation by HDB. For example, if you buy a resale flat 450,000 but HDB values it at 420,000, your COV will be 30,000, and that has to be paid in cash. So this is a quick update of our lives right now. We did not end up getting a property in hopes of a capital appreciation, because this house that we are in is actually quite old. It's about 45 years or so. Option to live near our relatives, and thank God we managed to lock in a lower interest rate for the next 5 years just before the rate hike. I guess the inflation fears are very real, and of course getting this house might be a right timing because my grandparents might also be staying with us, so that it's more convenient for the entire family to take care of them. But probably more on this later. I guess in terms of investing in a property, it's not in terms of the monetary gain that we are looking at right now. It's rather for our own personal enjoyment and to create memories in this new home together. Till now, we have not shared more about this space yet, but if you are keen to see more, let me know if you would like a house tour. It's really nothing much. We just bought this place and probably painted it a bit here and there, so not much renovation is done. Could probably share with you more about how much I spent for this entire house. If you're keen to know this, let me know in the comments, or follow us on Instagram to find out more, as we'll share more snippets of our lives. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.